AITA for asking my wife to message her cousin to remind them to be careful with our son. I 31M, and my wife have a 2.5-year-old son who has had a lot of medical issues, disabled, can't walk yet, regular checkups, etc. A while ago, my wife's cousin visited us with her 2 kids. The kids are very active, and during that visit one of them accidentally hurt our son. My son usually is in the crawling position, and the daughter of the cousin tried picking him up and stepped on his leg. My son cried a lot. We calmed him and just briefly said to be more careful, and that was the end of it. We didn't say or bring it up anymore, not to make a big deal out of it. Later, during a routine MRI, he has these regularly after remission, the doctors saw a small spot bone edema on his femur, caused by an injury. It wasn't serious, but we figured it was from that instance, but never told her cousin the extent of the injury. Now the cousin wants to visit again and stay overnight. I told my wife I'm fine with it, but I asked her to send a message just reminding them to please be a bit more careful this time as they injured his leg when they were here last time. My wife didn't really want to, but I pushed and pressured her a bit and she sent it. Now her cousin is making excuses and might not come, and my wife is mad at me, saying I caused drama and I am being too protective. I honestly thought it's just normal to ask this, considering our son's situation. AITA? Info, just to clear up the whole situation as I didn't really describe the events maybe in much detail. Her cousin came over about 5 months ago. Her children are quite loud and active. The incident when it happened I did not see in real time. I just saw him crying and the daughter said she tried to pick him up and stepped on his leg. We calmed our son and did not really make a big deal out of it. My son was calm afterwards and all is fine. 2 weeks after the incident he had a routine MRI. The doctors saw the edema on his femur, mentioned it to us, and we connected the dots. The message my wife sent was just as a reminder to acknowledge what happened last time and just to be more careful this time around. The cousin is backing out now and took it as offense. Thanks guys for the responses. The cousin decided to stay at a hotel and still visit. One thing to note is that the MRI I mentioned is not the main part of the story. I still and will not mention it to her, I just mentioned it as context. Thankfully, his femur has healed since. My main concern was how to make sure the cousin preps or talks to her children to be careful around my son. That's it. I might have stupidly included the injury out of fear in the text, which I see now that maybe it was better not to include at all. She might have taken offense, but is still planning the trip.